A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development regarding the high-profile cases of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, the U.S. Justice Department is urging New York judges to unseal critical documents tied to grand jury inquiries. This push comes on the heels of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, a newly enacted law that mandates the release of these records within a 30-day timeframe. The legislation, which garnered overwhelming bipartisan support in Congress and was signed into law by former President Donald Trump, aims to shed light on the controversial circumstances surrounding Epstein's alleged crimes and the involvement of Maxwell. Jeffrey Epstein, a financier with connections to powerful figures, was arrested in July 2019 in Manhattan on charges of sex trafficking minors. His arrest was a pivotal moment in a long-standing investigation into his illicit activities. However, just a month later, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell, an event officially ruled a suicide, which sparked widespread speculation and conspiracy theories. Meanwhile, Ghislaine Maxwell, a close associate of Epstein, was convicted in 2021 for her role in the conspiracy and is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence. Attorney General Pam Bondi has faced challenges in her attempts to access the grand jury documents, with New York courts previously denying her requests to uphold the secrecy traditionally associated with grand jury proceedings. However, with the passage of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, Bondi is now contending that these legal barriers should no longer apply. In a letter addressed to Judge Richard Berman, who presided over the Epstein case, and Judge Paul Engelmayer, who oversees Maxwell's proceedings, Bondi emphasized the intent behind the new law. The act manifests a congressional intent to override some of the underlying bases for grand jury secrecy, she stated, highlighting the push for transparency in these high-profile cases. The motion submitted by the Justice Department noted that while the law allows for redactions of sensitive information that could jeopardize ongoing investigations, it did not address the newly launched probes into prominent figures such as Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, and Reid Hoffman, which have been ordered by Trump. GOP Representative Thomas Massie, one of the architects of the Epstein bill, has claimed that Trump's sudden order for these new investigations is a smokescreen designed to impede the full release of the Epstein files. Despite Trump's previous assertions that the Epstein files are a Democrat hoax, he had campaigned on a promise to release the documents once in office. The president's relationship with Epstein dates back to the 1990s, and while they were once friends, Trump expelled Epstein from his Mar-a-Lago club in 2006 due to allegations of inappropriate behavior towards young female staff members. In August, Judge Berman denied a request from the Trump administration to release the grand jury files, stating that a significant and compelling reason for the denial was that the vast trove of evidence, consisting of over 100,000 pages of Epstein dossiers, far exceeded the 70 pages of grand jury materials. Berman argued that the grand jury files were merely a small portion of the overall evidence and did not provide a comprehensive view of Epstein's alleged conduct. He criticized the government for seeking to involve the court in a public frenzy, asserting that the complete information held by the Justice Department would better inform the public about the Epstein case. Two other judges have also denied public access to materials from investigations into Epstein's long history of sexual abuse of young women and girls. The Justice Department has indicated that the only witness to testify before the Epstein grand jury was an FBI agent, whose testimony was primarily hearsay and lacked direct knowledge of the case's facts. The grand jury's proceedings included a PowerPoint presentation and a call log, culminating in a vote to indict Epstein shortly before his arrest. As the clock ticks down on the 30-day deadline mandated by the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the Justice Department has filed motions requesting the two judges in the Southern District of New York to authorize the release of the grand jury transcripts and exhibits from the Epstein and Maxwell prosecutions. U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton, appointed by Bondi to lead the investigation into prominent Democrats linked to Epstein, has signed the motion asking for the release of these materials, subject to necessary redactions. The Justice Department's motions underscore the urgency of the situation, calling for an expedited ruling on the request and expressing a commitment to collaborate with relevant U.S. attorneys' offices to ensure appropriate redactions of sensitive information. As the legal battle unfolds, the public eagerly awaits the outcome, which could potentially reveal new insights into the Epstein case and its wide-ranging implications. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.